case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
The centerpiece of a legal drama in 1992, Eddie Kotis and Nowlin Jewelry Inc. were embroiled in a dispute over the rightful ownership of a lady's Rolex wristwatch glistening with a diamond bezel, a dispute that eventually landed in the Texas Courts of Appeals. The intrigue kicked off when Steve Sitton, a player with a predilection for forgery, skillfully manipulated a Rolex watch from Nowlin Jewelry using a check that later bounced, leaving the jewelers in shock and the watch invincibly snatched. Unfazed by the illicit origins, Sitton swiftly turned a profit by selling the disputed watch to Kotis for $3,550. A modest sum contrasted with the $9,000 sum he had ostentatiously pledged Nowlin. Before making his purchase, Kotis, indulging a most curious foresight, dialed up Nowlin Jewelry, anonymously inquiring about Sitton's methods of financing the now infamous watch. However, when Sitton's financial deception unraveled and his check bounced, Nowlin, desperately tracing the trail of the stolen artifact, reached out to Kotis directly, only to be briskly rerouted to his legal representation. Driven to court, Nowlin vied for a declaratory judgment asserting their ultimate ownership of the purloined Rolex, attributing it to Sitton's fraudulent maneuvers. Meanwhile, Kotis, resiliently clutching on the nebulous cloak of the good faith purchaser under Texas law, mirrored their suit, demanding a similar declaratory judgment. The legal scales, however, tilted in favor of Nowlin Jewelry. The trial court declared them the legitimate owners of the disputed watch, effectively rejecting Kotis's claim. The court held that Kotis knowingly engaged in a transaction involving stolen property, thereby nullifying his status as a good faith purchaser. His veiled moves and the suspiciously low selling price were evidentiary of his awareness. Sitton, it was deduced, was incapacitated to legitimately transfer the ownership of the watch, having fraudulently wheedled it out of Nowlin Jewelry.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.